What's the most disturbing thing your in-laws demanded after marriage? My mother-in-law demanded I breastfeed my adult husband every morning to maintain the sacred mother-child bond, and she supervised to make sure I did it correctly. When I met Ryan at work, he seemed perfect. A successful marketing director, charming, had his own apartment downtown. His mother, Natasha, seemed sophisticated, ran a private therapy practice, always dressed impeccably. She welcomed me warmly into the family. I was so wrong. After our engagement, everything changed. Natasha sat me down with photo albums showing generations of women in Ryan's family. Every wife has maintained this tradition. She explained, I nursed Ryan until he was 16. My mother-in-law supervised me with Ryan's father. Now I'll supervise you. Her smile never reached her eyes. This is non-negotiable. Ryan knows this. The night before our wedding, Natasha handed me a hospital-grade breast pump and a 3-page schedule. Every night at 10 p.m., you pump. Every morning at 6 a.m., Ryan feeds while I supervise. I'll teach you the proper emotional connection, the right words to say. She installed nanny cams in our bedroom to monitor when she traveled for her therapy conferences. The bond must never break, she said. Ryan's psychological stability depends on it. Every morning at 6 a.m., I'd sit in the nursing chair Natasha bought us while 30-year-old Ryan drank, and his mother took notes on a clipboard. More eye contact, she'd command. Stroke his hair. Tell him he's your special boy. I started to develop infections and lost 40 pounds from stress. I couldn't look at my friends anymore, but Ryan saw nothing wrong. Mom's method saved our family, he'd say after each session. She has degrees in this. I found her notes about his ex-fiancée, Melissa, lacks commitment to sacred bonds. I wondered what happened to Melissa. A week later, I started secretly replacing the milk with formula. For 2 months, I thought I'd fooled them. I found Melissa through social media. She'd moved across the country to escape. We started planning my exit together. Freedom felt possible. But Natasha had been testing the milk all along. She filed a lawsuit for marital fraud and intentional infliction of emotional distress. She had receipts from a private lab, test results, even a colleague who testified I was sabotaging Ryan's psychological well-being. The judge, who turned out to be Natasha's client, initially sided with her. She froze our accounts, posted in her therapy groups about my pathological rejection of maternal bonds. Ryan's siblings testified about how the tradition saved their marriages. Natasha hired investigators who photographed me buying formula. She shared the photos in her newsletter about toxic daughters-in-law. You think you can break 3 generations of tradition? She hissed outside court, her composure finally cracking. Ryan needs this. He'll divorce you, marry someone worthy, and I'll supervise her too. You're just a temporary mistake. She sent her therapy group members to befriend me, all secretly recording. When I changed the locks, she had Ryan let her in. Then Natasha made a fatal error. She tried to recruit my pregnant sister-in-law, explaining she'd need to breastfeed both her baby and her husband. My brother-in-law secretly recorded everything, including Natasha describing the hormones she added to the milk to enhance dependency and compliance. The recording spread through those same local mom groups and community forums. The state licensing board launched an investigation. 3 more ex-daughters-in-law came forward. Turns out Patricia had been drugging us all, keeping detailed notes for her private research. She lost her therapy license, her practice, everything. Ryan divorced me, of course, but kept living with Mommy. I heard he's engaged again. Patricia still supervises their morning bonding, even while under investigation.